Yeah.
In front of x is the slope, right?
Yes, slope is this guy, right?
That's 12.
Okay, good. Let's continue. Look at number 2.
Cool.
Domain. They ask domain. Domain is your x value, okay? Domain is always asking you for your x value. Range is asking you for your y value. Yes? You look, your x is everything from here. The x point starting from 0, right? Yes? This guy is starting at the 0, 6. 6 is your y value. Your x is starting from 0 all the way to 2, 3, 0. So your domain is what? From 0 to 3, 30. That's your domain.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Does that make sense? If they ask you your range, or your range can be, your y could be 36. Your y could also be 0, you know? You see here? This, your y value is 36. This is your y value is 0. If they ask you your range, then the answer is this. If they ask you your domain, then the answer is this. Does this help you understand this? Okay.
This is 8th grade STAAR test?
This is the Algebra 1 STAAR test.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, but some part, Algebra 1 and 8th grade is overlapping. Okay. Now let's solve the number 3. Yeah, you can solve by your hand.
Four.
Good. And you see the way I did over here. 1.25 times 4 is 5, okay? Why? You suppose this is $1 plus 25 cents, you know?
Yeah.
And times 4, that's $5, right? Number 4. We learned those kind of factoring stuff, you know? Yeah. You can factor this one to see which one is the correct one.
Would be you go in a row like this, right? Not sideways. Okay.
Yeah, I want you to do this cross multiplication.
It's oh my gosh, I didn't even see it. G.
Yeah, it's okay. All right, let's try this one. This is a linear relationship, okay? You want to find out your slope. So basically, this is your x, this is your y, okay? And I teach you how do you find the slope, the rise over the run, the y change minus the y change divided by the x change, right? You can choose any 2 pairs and you use this guy minus this guy, divide by this guy minus this guy, okay?
7 feet per year.
Yeah. This is called a slope, right? Let's do number 6. We learned about this thing. We call this one point slope format, right? So we do y minus y0 equals to k is the slope times x minus x0. And how do you get your k? The same way, okay? Use your y difference divided by your x difference. That's your slope. So which one you choose?
F.
Yes. Good. Let's check number 7. To do this one, you want to make sure you first get your slope. So you divide it by -5 for each term, right? So this is 6/5 times x, and then -3. This is a positive slope. This is a negative y-intercept. So look at here. This is positive or negative slope?
Positive.
No, this is going up, positive slope.
Oh wait, oh yeah. Negative.
Remember, yeah, this is rise over the run. Yes, rise over the run. This is the drop, drop over the run. So this is negative. This one is also negative. So A and B is wrong. You are looking for positive slope, so could be C, could be D. But -3, this means when x equals to 0, your y equals to 0 minus 3, which is -3. So you are over here, not this one. Does this make sense? Okay. That's why you have to choose C. Okay. Yeah, let's try number 8. Yeah, you want to plug in, okay? You got the answer?
Not yet.
Which one you choose?
12,800.
Yes. Yeah, this number is a little big, but if you see here, 400 times 0.05, which is 400 divided by 20, right? Because 1 over 20 is 0.05. So you get this number quickly. Does that make sense? Okay. Exponential. I teach you a little bit about exponential, right? Remember? So when they ask you which function represents this graph, right? You can see this part past 0.6. Yes? This guy past 0.6. So let's see, if x equals to 0, do they follow? For the a, x equals 0, y equals to 6 times 1 over 3 to the power 0. Any real number to the power 0. This guy, I equals to 1, okay? So this gave you 6. And for the b, y also equals 6 times 1, which is 6. For the c, 6 minus 1, which is 5. That's wrong, right? For the d, 6 minus 1, which is 5. So d is also wrong. So you might wonder, should I choose a or should I choose b? Look at this. 3 to the power x. That means the first 0, this is 6. When it is 1, it is 6 times 3, which is 18. It should going up like this, right? Yes? Oh, B is wrong. If we check A, when x equals to 1, y equals to 6 times 1 to the power 1 over 3 to the power 1, which is 2, right? Yeah, so 1 and 2, it passes this point. Does that make sense? So based on this, we can confirm that A is a correct choice. Does this make sense? How do you feel those questions so far?
It's kind of like it's not as easy as like probably as the STAAR test that I remember, since the last time I took a STAAR test was in 5th grade.
Yeah, you haven't taken those STAAR tests for a long time. That's why you want to prepare. Okay. Yeah, let's look at number 10. I didn't teach you this before, but I can tell you, when you have two lines, if these two lines are perpendicular, that means these two lines, their angle between is 90 degrees. You call these two lines perpendicular to each other. Their slope product is -1. Okay. Yeah, that's why I make a video for you today so that you can review this again and again. Okay. So if one of them slope is -4 over 9, listen, the other guy, K1 times K2 equals to -1. One slope is -4 over 9. And you want their product equals to -1. What this should equal? You see here, a negative times a positive is negative, right?
I'm trying
yes.
to...
You flip, you make this upside down.
Oh yeah. 9
over 4, right? So you are looking for a line who has a slope of 9 over 4. So could it be H could be j. Which one? They said, oh, please read this sentence. Go ahead, read, please.
What is the equation in slope-intercept form of a line that crosses the x-axis at 36 and is perpendicular to the line represented by y equals -4 over nx plus 5?
36. Okay. Yeah. You don't know. Yeah. So you are not quite sure which one you want to choose between h and j, but you want to plug in x equals to 36 to see which one give you a y of 0, right? Yeah. So you make x equals 36. X equals 36, y equals 9 over 4 times 36 minus 81. This guy is 9 times 9 minus 81 because 36 divided by 4 is 9. This equals to 0. For the other one, y equals to 9 times 9 plus 81. This won't equal to 0. So h is wrong and j is correct.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Yeah, I know that well, this is some words problem. Let's look at this question. Domain is what your x could go. Range is what your y value could be, okay? You see your x could be all the number from 0 to 50, right? Look at it. This is your x. This is your y. Your x could be all the number from here all the way to here. Your y number is all the number from this number all the way to here.
Domain is x?
Yes, domain is x. Domain is always x, okay?
And C?
Yes, that's correct. Does that make sense to you? I don't want to make you feel overwhelmed. I'm going to go back. Let me know which question you want to revisit. Number 1 is fine, right? How about number 2?
Yeah.
Is this question okay? Domain is whatever your x value, okay?
If it asks for the range, would I say like 6 and 0?
If they ask you the y value, look at your y value. Your y could be 0 and the highest could be 36. So this is your range.
Oh, okay.
Does this make sense? This is your range. Because look at this. If I draw a line here, your y could be from here to here. So your y is 0, minimum is 0, maximum is 36, right? So you are restricted from 0 to 36. That's your range. Does this make sense? Yeah, for number 3, you shouldn't have any trouble, right? Okay, let's take, you can refactor number 4. Don't look at your previous notes, refactor number 4. See if you get the perfect answer this time, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's revisit number 5. They ask you for the slope. The question is ask the rate of change.
24
Okay.
minus 10 divided by 3 minus 1.
Yes.
Divided by 2 equals 7 per year.
Yes. Make sense now? Okay. Yeah. And for number 7, relook at this. You want to divide it by -5 first, so that you change it to the slope y-intercept format. Then you found out your slope is positive or negative, y-intercept is positive or negative to help you. Okay? Which one you choose?
C.
Okay. Yeah, after redo this question, do you feel better? Yeah, let's redo number 8. Don't look at your previous notes. Just redo it.
$12,800.
Perfect. Yeah, number 9. This is time to let you check. You want to see you have a point over here and you have a point over here. So you want to see these two numbers plugged in those equations. Which one is the correct one? Right? Yeah. X and Y is, you can choose 2 points. One is this point, 0, 6. The other is 1, 2. You can use these 2 points to see A, B, C, D who satisfy. Which one you choose?
Well, it's A, right?
Yes. Good.
I don't really understand it. Like, I just remember it from last time, but I don't understand.
Okay, so let's repeat this one. I show you that this guy passed this point and also passed this point. We already noticed that when x is 0, y equals to 6 times to 1/3 to the power 0. This guy equals to 1, so this equals to 6. So this point we already verified. Yes, good. How about the next one? X equals to 1. When x equals to 1, y equals to 6 times 1/3 to the power 1, which is 6 times 1/3, which is 2. Yes, your y value is 2. That's correct.
Oh.
If you plug in over here, when x equals to 1, y equals to 6 times 3, which is 18. So your point should going up like that, you know? How come you're going down? So B is wrong. C and D won't pass this point. which is wrong, right?
But how
Yes. Go ahead.
First, you like changed it from 1/3 with the 0 exponent to 1, so it's like y equals 6, but then the other one, it doesn't have the exponent.
Well, I just do a quick shortcut. If you want me write down, I can write down the whole thing. 3 to the power 0 is 1, so this is 6. Is that what you're asking?
I'm just confused. How come like the other one is just y equals 6 times 1/3 equals 2 instead of 1/3 to the power of?
So the next one here, when x is 0, y equals to 6 minus 1/3 to the power 0, which is 6 minus 1, which is 5. Yeah. So this one does not pass 0 and 6. So this one is wrong also. This one, when x equals 0, y equals 6 minus 3.
Never mind. It's because the x's are different. Okay.
Okay. Is this question very clear now?
It's pretty clear.
Yeah. Let's try number 10. This one may be the most confusing part. And I can show you, I can write down this K1 times K2 is -1. Okay. Based on this information, you want to figure out K2 first. And then based on this guy, pass 36,0, you found out which one you choose. This is the most confusing question you have.
I understand to the 9/4, but I don't understand the 81.
Okay. So if I show you the thing, you understand this part. Their slope product is -1. You already have a negative. To meet this negative, you have to be positive. And you want to meet 1. You flip, you place them upside down. 4 go down, 9 go up. 9/4, you have no problem for this part. This is just one condition. The other condition is the x-axis cross the x-axis at 36. So if you have a line, it cross at your x-axis at 36. That means if your x equals 36, your y is 0. So you want to check whoever passed your x-axis by 36 and 0. You plug in x equals to 36. When x go to 36, you try here, 9/4 times 36. So this is 1, this is 9. 9 times 9 is 81. 81 minus 81 equals 0. Does this pass 36, 0? That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you do this one, oh, this is 81 plus 81. 9/4 times 36 plus 81. This equals to, this is 1, this is 9. That's 81 plus 81. How come this equals 0? Not possible, right? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
So the physical meaning of this is this. You have two lines. The first line is given by y equals to negative 4/9 times x plus 5. And look at we already locked the slope to be 9/4. So the other one is y equals to 9/4 times x. If my answer, I choose minus 81. Look, this one pass. You see here, 36/0, right?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
So look at this, your given line is the red line. The red line is, look at this red line is negative 4/9 times x plus 5. This is your red line. And your blue line is perpendicular to that. That makes you figure out your slope is 9/4. And you have to pass the 36 and 0. So you plug in 36, 0 into your equation to see which one satisfies. Or you can also use the point slope format. You pass 36, 0. I teach you the point slope format. Y minus y0 equals to slope times x minus x0. Your x0, y6, 0. So y minus 0 equals to the slope. Slope is 9/4 times x minus 36. Yes, so y equals 9/4 times x minus 9/4 times 36. This can be simplified as 9/4x minus 81. Does this make sense to you? 100% clear about this now?
Definitely not 100%, but
80%?
well, yeah, around like 80%.
Okay. This thing has to be drilled again and again. Okay, let's look at 11. Do you like the way that I revisit the question and come back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's look at 11.
I understand a lot because it's the segment. It's not arrows at the end. It just like
right. Good. Now let's look at the 12.
Graph of the quadratic parent function. F was transformed to graph the graph. Represents G.
Yeah, I probably didn't teach you this yet. This is about the transformations. So I'm going to use decimals to show you, okay? Y equals to x squared, right? Y equals to x squared. This is called your parent function. You know, when you centered at 0, 0, this is your parent function. And you can choose this guy called, fx, f of x, okay? And now your new one is fx plus 2. And did I show you the decimals graph before? Would you please also type in this one in on your own screen? You either have this decimals installed in your iPad, or you can just go to the website, whatever you prefer. Okay, you see, you can download these apps. That's called decimal, the green one. It's called DESMOS. It's a very powerful tool. Do you have it?
Yeah, I downloaded it on my phone like a long time ago.
Yeah, go ahead and type in this on your phone.
Both of them?
Uh-huh. Then you go ahead type in this.
Okay.
Okay. Now, you look for this purple one. Which one looks like the purple one? Oh, F, H, G, J, H. Okay. Yeah, that's the answer of H. So now coming back, I need to teach you. When you have a -5 outside, you are shifting down your original function. Your original function looks like this. Y equals to x squared is something looks like this. Okay, this is your original function. Y equals to x squared. When you have x squared, when you have this, so this is called y equals to fx. Fx equals to x squared. And when you do this, this means if you do a fx plus 2, that means you shift to the left. So your point, every point is shift to the left by 2. This is called shift to the left by 2. Yeah, this plus 2 inside is called shift to the left by 2. And this outside, this is called shift down. Shift down. You can write down these notes, okay? Shift down by 5. So your point is shift to the left by 2 and shift down by 5. That's why you have the graph over here. This guy is shift to the left by 2, yes, but you shift up. This minus is going down, so only H can be chosen. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a little bit confusing, right? Yeah, we are going to reteach about this kind of concept later. Don't worry about this too much so far, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, this is those exponential properties that we did a long time ago. Yeah, first write down this question and then tell me your answer. No rush, please. Yeah, just be very carefully, okay?
If I were to bring m squared down, would it be m4 or m?
So some properties we want to review. X to the power a times x to the power b. This equals to x to the power a plus b, right?
Mm-hmm.
X to the power a divided by x to the power b equals to x to the power a minus b, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. A. So 45 over 15, this one for sure, that's 3. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have a -6, -2, you might confuse over here. It's okay. You can leave negative on the top. You can just treat everybody. -6 minus -2. That's okay. And then p to the power 2 minus 8. And then v to the power 12 minus -4. First do this. Okay.
What I have right now is 3m squared p squared v to the power 4 over m to the 6th power p to the 8th power v to the 12th power.
Yeah, so this is 3m to the power -4, p to the power -6, v to the power positive 16. And then you pull this negative down, right? That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not too hard, right? But you notice that something long time ago, if you haven't seen it for a very long time, then we have to be careful. Let's do this. This is time to check your factoring skill. Our old friend come back, okay? Yeah, this number is a little big, so you have to try many times. Have confidence about yourself. You can factor out this one correctly. You first try 1 by 4. You try several ways, doesn't work. Then you might want to switch to 2 by 2, okay?
Oh. It's
Very close. Don't give up. You can do this. The first time you swim in the deep sessions in the swimming pool, you feel like you can never do that. but one day you suddenly can do it. I'm your left guard, okay? You can do this well. Find 27. You can give 3 to 5, which make it 15. The other becomes to 9, you know? Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you got it? That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
You got the number?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you put a minus here. This gives you a 30 minus 18, which is perfect 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this means 2x. This is the column for variable x. This is the column for the constant. So this stands for 2x plus 15. Listen, when you are checking of this middle term number, you are do the cross multiplication. When you write your final answer, you write down horizontally, okay? This stands for 2x plus 15. This stands for 2x minus 9. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
2x plus 15 times 2x minus 9 equals to 0. So x is negative 15 over 2 or 9 over 2. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's try the last one, okay? I know that today's practice make you kind of like tired, but let's try the last one. Yeah, X is the sausage.
Cold.
Which one you choose?
2x, 6y. D.
No more than. No more than is, no more than means less than or equal than.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Which one you choose?
Then it's B.
Ah, yes. Okay. No more than is less than or equal than. More than is bigger. Okay. Yeah. You have to pay attention for this. No. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For words problem, if there's a no, you have to really pay attention. It's going to be the opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm going to upload this one to your folder. I want you to go ahead and do the practice at home by yourself. See how much you can finish. Okay. Some of them is hard, but try your best.